So this one I'm just traveling around. I'm just going and I'm talking to people and I'm just seeing what happens. This is more vlog type of thing. This is what people are doing now. It's you're just going and you're capturing and you're video logging, whether that's memories, vacations for fun, your day-to-day. A lot of people underestimate how interesting their lives are. You live here in Lebanon, and people from America, they don't know how you live. They don't know anything about Lebanon. So when you make vlogs, you might think that they're boring. If someone from Mexico watched this, they would think it's boring because they live in Mexico. They don't care. They've seen this a million times. But to Americans and to people who don't live in Mexico, this is interesting. You have an audience. People want to see, wow, look at Mexico. Like, oh my God, I didn't know people lived like that. I didn't know the ocean is like that. So for me, I travel and then I collect moments and then I write a story. I make something out of nothing with the editing. I write a story, I audio record myself, and then I tell the story after I make the video pretty much. When you're thinking of what to make, what do you make as an artist? What do you watch? I watched National Geographic and Animal Planet and documentaries growing up. It's all I liked. I didn't care about shows. I barely watched movies. I just liked nature, humans, and stories. That's it. So types of content. What do you watch? What do you wish existed? Create for yourself. These videos I make completely for myself. I don't really care what people think about them. I don't even have an audience. I have some friends and family. If you like them, you like them. If you don't, I like it. So I'm making for myself. Sometimes it's good to make for both. You know, what is your family like? You know, sometimes I take these videos because my dad, my mom, they're not going with me. I want to show them, like, I went and met this person. I talked to this person. I want to show them these things, you know. So I'm creating for myself, but the story is for others. It's for entertainment and it's for memories for me. Educational. If you have a business and you're a chef, you want to teach people how to cook because that brings people to your audience, to become your audience, and then you can sell them things. Narratives, this is movie making. This is actually like Rashad's writing a show. It's a script and you have actors. It's a whole nother world. It's not even close to anything that I'm telling you about. Everything has to be perfect in that, and it's different, you know. So what type of content are you making? Think about that when you're about to create your art. How to practice. And so this is your art form. Whatever you do, you have to practice. You have to do it every single day. If you want to be good at it, you want it to be your lifestyle, you have to do it every day. Just like you go to work every morning, just like you brush your teeth, you have to work on your art. And so this is kind of, for me, how I practice. For me, one of the biggest things is just start. So many people are like, oh, I need this camera or this thing, or I don't have time, or I don't this. You have to just start. And you're gonna fail your way up to greatness. You're gonna fail the whole way. You're gonna keep failing. Every failure you make brings you down, takes you 2 steps up. Takes you down, 2 steps up. Watch and copy. I like National Geographic. I watch them and I'm like, how are they shooting that? And I copy the exact style that they're doing. There's nothing wrong with copying in the beginning to learn skills. If you like a video, copy it exactly, shot for shot. Make it your own. Artists steal from other artists. It's the only way. There's nothing new. Everything is just a remake of everything else. From the first stories ever told, it's just retelling of the same stories. There's no new stories. 15 minutes a day, that's all it takes. Set a time when after work, after this, I'm gonna learn 30 minutes. I'm gonna watch a YouTube video, and then I'm gonna go and try it. I'm gonna watch a YouTube video on how to take night photography, star photography. I'm gonna go try it. That's what I did. I had a beginner camera. I'd watch a video on color, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go do this. How to take photos of flowers, and then I would go do it. You learn, you try. You learn, you try, and you just keep doing that. Have the thing on you. If you're a chef, you need a knife. If you're a painter, you need a paintbrush. If you're a photographer, you need something to take photos. If you don't have it on you, you're not going to use it. One of my biggest things is when I travel, I try to just have it on me. Even if I don't take a single picture, if I want to take a picture, it's there. So it's an easy way to force yourself to take photos and to keep practicing. Have it available easily on yourself. Challenge yourself. Try things that you don't think you can do. I'm going to try to make a tell like a video of a day in my life today. It might seem intimidating, scary. Just do it. Try new things. Just create. You don't have to share it. I have hundreds of videos no one has seen. No, not a single person, just me. I'd make them and I'd be like, okay, this is awesome. And then I would just leave it on a hard drive. They're not for anyone. They're just for me to practice. I don't want to share them with anyone. They're not good. Maybe they're personal. There's just art that I don't think is even good. And I'm like, nope, I'm not going to share it. You don't have to share your art. Free work. One of the best ways you're a photographer or videographer, if you're interested in anything, go offer them free photos, offer them free videos. It's going to challenge you, and it's going to be a potential client, someone who might pay you in the future. So say you want to start doing food photography, go to a restaurant, say, hey, can I shoot some of your dishes? They'll say, yeah. They'll probably feed you for free. It's just out of respect. You'll get to challenge yourself, something new today to shoot. The next day, go to a farm. Hey, can I shoot your bakarat? Sure. You go and you take a picture of his cows. And it's like, okay, it's something new for you to challenge yourself. You give it to him, he might use it. And he gets to know you, and he's like, oh, I know a photographer. And he starts to tell people. This is how you become more of an artist. And the most important thing, you cannot be afraid to fail, because you're going to fail your way up. The best filmmakers are just the ones who have failed the most, made the most mistakes. You forget to hit record. You forget to turn on your microphone. There is a million things that go wrong. You delete everything on your storage card, everything. You're too shaky, the camera's off, you're out of focus. You have to learn these things by failing. Practice is everything. Whatever you do in life, the moment you decide that this is what I'm gonna do, you get power. You get no other options. It's called cutting off your bridges. You say, I am a photographer, and that's it. And now you live your life like that, and you embody that. Eliminate fear. If you're an artist, you're showing your work to people. In Lebanon, there's a lot of judgment. Everyone talks in Lebanon. So whenever you post anything, there's a million people gonna say something about it or talk about it. You have to say, I don't care. It's a part of fear and taking control and saying, I don't mind what people say about me. Like, I'm gonna create what it is that I make. And I get it all the time. Like my parents, my family, they'll say, why did you post this? I don't like this shot. And I'm like, it's my art. You know, you have to kind of be a little selfish, or else you'll never create anything because you're afraid. Because you're afraid what people are gonna say about you. No great artist was afraid of what people said about him. He made what he wanted to do, and that's it. So you have to eliminate fear and say it out loud. I am a filmmaker. I am a chef. I am an artist. The more you say it, the more you become it, and you start to manifest those things. Study the greats. Whatever industry you're in, you have to study the people who are the best at it. The more you learn from them, the easier it is for you. They know the path to get to where you want to go. If someone is where you want to go, study them. They'll tell you exactly how to get there. Read their books. Study filmmakers, photographers, anyone who inspires you. You read their book, you're studying how they got to there. If you want to go somewhere, just follow the blueprint that they're making for you to get there. Take action when inspired. Sometimes you're just so inspired. You want to make art, you're feeling amazing, you're in the zone, as they call it. Use that moment to create art. Don't hold on to it and say, no, I'll have some ideas and then waste it. Sometimes I'll start a project and I won't finish it because I started it and I was inspired and I was like, this is amazing, and then I'll stop. Finish all your projects because you don't know when you might use them later. Create space. Art is a thinking sort of, you need room in your mind. You need to spend time in nature. You need to get away from distractions. For me, the biggest thing is going outside, going camping, sitting outside by myself for a few hours. You clear space. Now you have ideas. I come back, I have all these ideas of things I want to do. Not just art, just for my life in general. You need to have space for yourself, quiet time. There's too many distractions, your phone, endless videos and photos and Facebook and Instagram. Delete it. I use Instagram for probably 20 minutes in the afternoon, and I delete it. I don't like to keep scrolling. It destroys your brain. You need space. So Try to get some room away from people, outside in nature. Intake similar art. If you want to make travel videos, watch travel videos only, because you'll be inspired to make that. You want to make animal videos, watch animal videos, because you're going to keep learning and watching it, and you're going to make more of that. Reading versus movies. One of my favorite things about Sami Makarem and what Samir taught me about him is, if you've seen his book collection, it's amazing. Reading is different than intaking videos and movies, because you are participating in the action of creation. When you watch a movie, you're just watching. There's nothing to create. When you're reading, you have to create the world. So you're using imagination to create imagery. It helps with videos and photos and all these different things, because now you're creating imagery from within. You're not just intaking. Reading is one of the greatest ways to just be inspired and have becoming a great artist.
And that brings us to our sponsor, Audible, who has sponsored this. Just kidding.
Yes. And that is my presentation on art.